you were to stretch out your arms, could you touch your neighbors on either sides? Yeah, but what if your arms were this short? You could reach over to one neighbor or the other, but not both at once. Now imagine a superhero with not just 2 arms, but 50, like Elastigirl or Mr. Fantastic, but on steroids. Its arms can grow 100 times the size of its body as it reaches out to wrap them around uninsulated wires to insulate them and increase the speed of the signals inside the wires to travel up to 100 times faster. Now, you can stop imagining, because this superhero is very real. And it's right here, inside each and every single one of you, in your brains. These brain superhero cells are called oligodendrocytes, and they have an incredibly important role in supporting and insulating our brain wires, the neurons, using many layers of specialized proteins and fats called myelin. To grow so big, these superhero cells need a lot of energy. Metformin, a common drug for type 2 diabetes, is able to cross into our brain and boost the amount of energy in these superhero cells. In fact, in adult rodent models of diseases with damaged myelin like multiple sclerosis, our lab and others have found that metformin was able to power up these superhero cells to repair the damaged myelin. How cool is that? But there's a catch. Metformin is FDA approved for children as young as 10, whereas myelin takes around 25 years to fully mature. That leaves us with 15 years of critical brain development, and yet no one has looked into how metformin could impact the launch of these superhero cells or the myelin that they produce during this long period of time. And that's where I come in. I gave metformin to very young or adolescent-aged mice, and I studied their brain superhero cells. What I found was surprising. This time, metformin reduced the amount of myelin by limiting how big the superhero cells could grow. So instead of stretching out like this, they stayed like this. Even more interesting, this effect was specific to key parts of the brain responsible for social skills, hand-eye coordination, or motor control. Skills as fundamental as catching a ball to having a conversation. My hope is that this research encourages doctors to carefully weigh the risks of giving metformin to children so that we can ensure that young brains have the chance to fully grow their superheroes. Thank you.